Hey butterflies, welcome back to One Hook Two Hands. My name is Sarah and I am the creator behind One Hook Two Hands. And today I am doing part 2 of a video that I started the other day. And this is my Dollar Tree yarn haul and truthfully craft supply haul. They're awesome. I don't know about what your audience is like, but ours is great for what they keep and really makes me excited about the ability of accessibility for everybody to crochet. Because look, yes, do we like the luxury yarns? Absolutely. Do we enjoy some of the finer things? Absolutely. But not everybody has that kind of money. Not everybody can spend the money on the fancy crochet hooks. Not everybody can spend the money on yarn or quality yarn or perceived quality yarn. And so it's important for there to be accessibility to all of these things. And so I'm really pleased that Dollar Tree has really taken that on. I love that Premier has taken that on and helped to provide a way that there's access to good quality supplies when it comes to the yarns at Dollar Tree. And all the different types, so that people have an opportunity to get involved, to learn how to do the craft and learn how to try it for the first time. And so I was needing some specific things from my local Dollar Tree and I wanted to take you along. I did that video. It was my first time trying to do an actual one in the store, and I don't think I did too great because I'm still trying to learn. But other than that, obligatory yawn bingo. I want to show you what I got. So like I said, I was there for something specific, and sorry, didn't realize I put stuff on top of one of them. So first up is these Just Yarn worsted yarns. These are, hold on, I don't think that's the right one for the color. Give me just a second. Okay, I like this. I like how they name their yarns too. By the way, Premier, great job on how you name your yarns because they're at least creative. So this is Ruby. It is a number 4 medium, 100% acrylic, worsted weighted yarn. They recommend a 5.5 millimeter hook. That's an eye hook for us people in the US. You can machine wash it and you can tumble dry low on that. And again, you cannot beat the price. $1.25 yarn, y'all. Again, it's as cheap as getting a snack, and it's something that can learn and maybe go on and use in many ways. And it really helps us crafters who vend this stuff and who make stuff to sell. You know, it makes it worth the price. It makes it worth what we do, and it gives us some extra back in our pocket, which allows us to buy more yarn. So again, I'm really excited. I really love that Premier does this with Dollar Tree. So yeah, but I got some Ruby, and I thought that this is what I really needed, but I actually also got the Ruby and the Just Chanel, or I can't remember what the color is called, in the Just Chanel Premier yarns. And if you want to, I may do a live where you see me working on this project, but this is for somebody, and that's what this looks like. It's so soft. I like their Just Chanels too. But yeah, so that was a Just Worsted I got from them. I also have their mint, or no, their sherbet, and their what's the other one? Oh, I can't remember the name of the other green one. You'll see what I mean. Let's see. I got their Just Worsted 1 pound. Now they've just started carrying these in my stores where it's $5 for 1 pound. And I got their white. Like, I kind of prefer them as an acrylic, if you haven't heard me say that before. Just because of the acrylics out there. Outside of like Lion Brand acrylic yarn, and that usually is more in their mandalas and things like that, so it's not typically a normal but for your acrylic premium, or your acrylic stash, I really do like both Loops and Threads and Premier's Just Worsted. It's worth it. Or worsted yarns. So I've got that. Then I have, let's see, I'm trying to see. That is not from them. So this I got is their mint. Just hold on, let me grab. I got a lot of this because I make turtles, and I make turtles with different colors and different shapes. So it's or different variations on the shells. So I got a lot of this. This is their Just Chanel. Again, all that's for $1.25, 65 yards. It's a 6 super bulky. I consider it more like a 4. It's 16 meters or 50 grams. They recommend an L hook. No, I use an H for my projects mostly. You can machine wash on warm, and you can lay flat to dry. That's all up to you. I also got their Premier, this one color's cocoa, this one's mint. Just Chenier Premier, a brown. I got this really pretty brown. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see where I go, if that makes it shine best. Kind of actually right here. I love this. I like making bunnies out of this. I like to make, and they're really great, like first stuffed animal gifts and things like that. Some I embroider eyes on, some I do my under 3 line basically. And I got a lot of this too, but I'm also making turtles. So I can't quite reach one right now, but there's these little turtles I make with a shell on the back that are highly loved. And while I'm in this bag, because that's mostly all of this bag, because I got a lot of them, like I said, I got some Just Teddy yarn, and I got it in the color white because I wanted white to go along with some of my other projects. I also have a black somewhere, and I want to make a panda bear. Like, I don't know if I'll follow a pattern or if I'll just make it, but I want to make a panda bear, and I want it to be a little fluffy. So I got Just Teddy in the white. Back to this bag. So this is the Just Teddy pink, hot pink. I have a little girl in my life. She loves pink. So we'll see how that one goes. And then this is the sherbet color. And if you haven't seen it yet, I make a granny square purse. And I made it, well, it's behind me. I'm almost done with this one. And so this is what it kind of looks next to the Just Worsted purple, which I also love their purple. Basically right here, so is where the corner is. You can't quite tell what's what. There'll be another one that goes over here. And then because with it made so big, I usually do a small square on either side that I attach to give it a little bit more depth of the bag, and line it, put in a snap, and you've got a really cool retro looking bag if you use retro looking colors, which the pattern called for in my case. Let's see, so that was that bag. Okay, so just for the record, more Just Chanel and mint. Let's see. Then I also got it in purple. I got it in aqua. Oh, sorry. This was iris, technically. This is Just Chanel Iris. This is aqua. And this is just pink, which kind of, I don't like it just calling it just pink. So we're going to call it Valentine's Kiss. Because, you know, no, we're going to call it, what are those little heart candies? I want to say Sweeties, but that's not right. But you know what I mean. Like, the little heart Valentine's candies. So, but I'm gonna call it Valentine's Kiss is what I'm gonna call this one. And then I got a black chenille, but I also got that black teddy, right? They're just teddy is kind of like eyelash yarn without actually being full eyelash, which I really like, and I need to go back and get it in every color because it really makes, this kind of yarn makes really good hair for projects because it looks, obviously it's different than the other yarn and it looks like real. And then I also got from Yarn Inspirations also a $1.25 gray. This one is 100% acrylic, 50 grams, 85 meters, or 93 yards. It is machine wash and dry. You can wash and dry in the machine, and it does recommend an I 5.5 millimeter hook. I got this just to try out the smaller version to see if it really was like the bigger version, because I actually use a lot of this and I get the big balls a lot of the time, but I wanted to try those smaller ones, and this is the one that I liked, and I wanted to do a project with it with one of the other yarns I got, so I picked up that. So there's those. Now I did this in 2 or 3 trips, so it is all combined right now, because I think if I had done it in only, excuse me, if I didn't take a sip, I was going to have problems. Sorry, y'all. Where was I? Yes. But I had bought this all in one, it would be a thing, but these are all important. And so then I also got, there's another brown, there's another white just teddy, another blue chenille, another like iris, and another Valentine's Kiss. But I also got this kind of like medley, I think is what they call it, blue and white one that is called navy, which I can see that does look like a navy yarn, like something you'd see in the Navy. And that kind of ends the yarn side of things. I also got a few other things, so we'll start with these. So I got a few hooks, and I'm going to try out these budget hooks because I've not done that yet. I got a metal 5.5 and 4.5 hook to try. They had a couple, so I'm excited to see what the sizes are because these are the sizes they had at the time. But we'll see. And then, I also got these plastic hooks. If you know anything about me, or if you watch my other yarn hook review, you'll know I'm not a big plastic person, but I am excited to see how these do in the lineup. Then I've never taught myself how to do knitting. I did try, and my actual grandmother did try to teach me. It didn't go well. It's like, don't get me wrong, I did it, and she did teach me well. That's not what I'm saying. It wasn't the same feel for me at that time. I was 15, so I've decided to go back and try it now as an adult. And because I was at Dollar Tree, the reason I decided to try it is because the basic needles, $1.25 a piece, they've got the cord, which I know is kind of important, and it allows you to start somewhere without, again, on a budget. And so I bought those. Something else I bought, which I will make the cord for and necklace for, but they had these laser cut out craft icons, so, and they were on sale for 50 cents. So I got some crosses. I got some butterflies. So they make big pendant ones, like necklaces that come to like down here or here. And then I'll build it up with some beads and things. Butterflies. Owls. Whoop, whoop. Some rose flowers. And then some time clocks. that one. Again, I'm trying to challenge myself. I hope maybe in the new year that I will move to the point of doing knitting, but just having a set of knitting needles like that is really good to kind of keep me honest and sick on projects. I also got this dowel. I'll be using it related to sign for my booth. I've got several boards I've bought in that are green, that I've painted green, that I'm going to make a sign for. I also got an additional butterfly that I needed to set up. And then I have a couple of arrows for some signs I'm making for my booth. So there's that. So that is my haul from Dollar Tree. And next thing you're going to be seeing from me related to that, I am going to start doing yarn reviews and product reviews in general of the hauls that I do. So like things that I like, that I don't like, what I would change. And we'll get started with, as I'm doing projects and I'm using up yarn or I'm doing this or that, you'll see it and you'll get it. Get to hear from me about what that looks like. So overall, I hope you have a good, wonderful Saturday, and I hope you have a lot of fun. Bye.